Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 113 of the Everton series, and today we have big games against struggling Spurs away from home, 19th in the league they are, and then we send out the kids at home to Manchester United in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Yeah, that could go anyway, but we did okay in the last round, so let's positive thoughts. But before we get to any of that, let's have a look at how we've been doing since last episode, starting with the goal fest at Molineux. Lookman was left unmarked at the back post to give us an early lead. And he doubled our lead just after half-time with a tidy finish from a Rafinha cross. Wolves pulled one back almost immediately with a powerful effort. And they tied it up with 15 minutes to go after some good play around our penalty area. Substitute Terry Cook put us in front in the 90th minute, forcing home from a Milo cross. But our celebrations didn't last long as our defence fell asleep from the kickoff. Militao went close from a free kick, but Cook was on hand to restore our lead before completing a remarkable 3-minute hat-trick with a cracking strike. So there you have it. This game almost killed me. Terry Cook, look at that. 3-minute hat-trick. He came off the bench in the 80th minute because Schweinsteiger didn't look like he could hit a barn door. And boy, oh boy, Terry Cook could not only hit a barn door, he could hit the chicken inside. It was absolutely incredible. And that not the winning goal, the last goal was a little bit special as well. Ademola Lookman, of course, got the first two for us. It was an even game. You can see that there. It was an even game. It was end-to-end. And yeah, 4 goals after the 90th minute. That was just ridiculous. Anyway, next up we played Stoke in the league. A wonderful pass from Gomez and some showboating from Lookman unlocked a stubborn Stoke defence for Rafinha at the back post. This game could not have been more different to the Wolves game. It was a little bit of magic from pass from what's-his-face, Gomez, a nice little Rabona attempt. Still Rabona? That's the penalty. What's it? Anyway, you thought it was behind the heel cross from Gomez. Not from Gomez. This is going well. From Lookman, and then Rafinha got the goal. So we got there in the end. Stoke, they were dogged. They were not letting us through. You can see Bernardoni, of course, one of our former players, almost came back to haunt us. But a tough 3 points, but a 3 points nonetheless. Next up, we had Spartak Moscow in the Champions League. Lookman opened the scoring, smashing home a Bouvier pass. Some tidy passing around the penalty area found Lookman in space to double our lead. Goetze pulled one back for Spartak. But we wrapped up the points before half-time when Verstrade crossed for Schiffers. His header coming back off the post, but Vlasic was there and he couldn't miss. We went to Russia and we absolutely dominated the game. Lookman again with a double, Vlasic with a goal. Gomez was a decent goal to pull one back for them, but it was, you could see there, they were never really in the game. It did make us nervous when, back at 2-1 obviously, but it was a deserved 3 points for the Toffees. Let's have a look at what all that means for the league tables, and you will see that we are still 3rd in the league, although we do have a game in hand. So if we were to beat Spurs here, we would go top of the table, which given the start to the year we've had with a couple of silly losses in there to Villa and to West Ham, that wouldn't be a bad place to be. And you can see the Champions League group table there as well. Real Madrid beat Olympique Lyon, so it's very, very much it's not very much. They could always come back here, but it's looking as though it's a 2-horse race between ourselves and Real Madrid to top the group. And Lyon will be tricky, but you'd fancy that we would be able to get past them. So, that being the case, there's not much else to catch you up on. Let's go and have a look at what we're expecting here from Spurs. We are the favourites. We are in excellent form. You can see their form has picked up a little bit, but they're really, really struggling all the way down there in 19th spot. Could they be in a relegation battle? You can see, though, the games that they've lost, I mean, they're not against the worst teams in the world. So there's Fulham isn't a great loss, and 5-0 to Wolves. I mean, a loss to Wolves isn't the worst because we've seen that they're a decent team, but 5-0's maybe taking the piss just ever so slightly. The only game they've won is against Huddersfield, so relegation 6-pointer, well done to them. But yeah, let's have a look at what we're expecting. Pochettino, I mean, I say he's still the manager, but he's not. He's come back to the club. They're an attacking, standard mentality. If we look at the analysis report here from their loss to Arsenal, that's roughly how we're expecting them to play, a little bit more solid in midfield there, so we might need to look to go down the sides of them. We can see their heat map there, their passing network, and their key passes. It looks like a bit of a hacked clearance there, doesn't it? But this is a team we're sending out We're going strong because obviously we have the kids to come up next against Manchester United. So it's Lafont in goal. It's Verstraete, Stark, Felipe, and Militao's a back four. It's Berg and Canente in midfield. It's Rafinha, Vladic, and Lookman. Goal-scoring machine Lookman is right now. And it's Schweinsteiger up top. So there we go. Everybody's playing as expected. Harry Kane is still there. Eriksen's still there for them as well. Dyer. So there's still a few familiar faces at the club. Let's have a look here. Expected to pick up where they left off. We've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me, boys. I think I like that. Some calm, we have faith. No point mucking around here. Let's just get out there and see how we do it. It's one of these almost dangerous, sort of tricky games, isn't it? Where if you play 19th in the league, whether you're at home or away, you expect to beat them. When that team is Tottenham and they still have some very good players, then there's a hacked clearance. If Schweinsteiger, no, I was going to say he might get onto that, but it was just a kickoff highlight and didn't lead to anything. So this is a tricky game, I think, for us. So I really just like to get out of here with a win if we can. Keep Spurs, sort of keep their struggles up, but more importantly, just make sure that we're going top of the table here. Here we go, Vladic, back post. It's there for Lookman. Lookman heads it back towards goal. It's not going anywhere. They have got it clear, but this is a little bit of pressure here. Can we nick that? No. Yes. Oh, come on. We should have been able to take that. Eriksen looked like he didn't have full control of that. But it's looking now as though it might be a Tottenham highlight. Come on, boys. I think I did hit get creative just as this highlight started. So if they score, it's kind of a silly shout to give them. So hopefully that won't happen. They're being very patient here. Let's watch these runners here through the middle, please, boys. Watch the guy at the back post as well. Lafont, it's just about hacked clear. Ramos, I think it was, on the goal line with Lafont beaten, saved the day. Come on, boys. Let's get this clear as well, please. Militao is there. He's just a wrecking ball. He's a human wrecking ball at times, Militao, but he's got a touch on him as well, doesn't he? We've seen him score some wonderful goals. He is. I remember when I signed him, I think we paid 70 million for him, and I kind of just signed him as a bit of a utility player. I tell you what, he's more than that now. He is one of our key players, I think, because he can play pretty much anywhere in a defensive position. And he scores goals as well. He's an absolute monster. This hasn't been great, has it? Let's raise our tempo up a little bit here, and let's maybe look to exploit the flanks. They've got that two-man block in front of midfield. We may just need to look to do that. Let's give it a get creative and see if that leads to anything, and if not, we might need to start demanding a little bit more. Sander Berg in there for Vladic. Look at number 15 there. Who's that? Is that Canente maybe? Vladic picks it up again. Vladic goes over the top there for Rafinha. This is a chance. Can he find Schweinsteiger? No. Can we... Canente. There we go. Just to keep possession. Just probe away, boys. Probe away. You got a fullback getting forward. Well picked up. Verstraete. A little bit of class, mate. A little bit of quality. Oh, it's there. It's horrible. Defensive clearance. And Schweinsteiger gets his 6th of the year. And if that's how they're defending, it's no wonder they're 19th. Because that was horrid. Absolutely horrid. We'll give it a demand more here when we can. But it was a good ball, wasn't it? Sander Berg picked out the run of Verstraete. Verstraete put in a decent cross. Maybe a little bit unlucky. Maybe a misheader from Sula. Maybe the defensive clearance there from Berkovic has just hit Schweinsteiger, fell at his feet, and he's tucked it away because that's what he does. But yeah, maybe a little bit unlucky. Here we go. Eriksen. Oh, just swinging away. I don't know. I don't think Lafont had that covered somehow. If that was on target, we may have found ourselves at 1-1. Here we go with Militao. He's a machine as well. Oh, it wasn't his best. It was still a good effort though, wasn't it? Drew a save from the keeper. And what's going to happen here? We should pick that up. Verstraete's there. Does really, really well, doesn't he? Keeps possession wonderfully, then gives it away. That was a bit silly. Come on, boys. We've got two fullbacks on the same side of the pitch. That worries me. Verstraete's realised, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be on the other side, and we've got to do it again. Boys, maybe just concentrate here. Yeah. Come on. Oh, wait. There we go. Militao's there yet again. Yet again. And Berg with a block as well. This is wonderful defending. Wonderful, wonderful defending. That may have been the Militao free kick. Still haven't had one of those actually go in that's been referred. So, we're getting towards the end of FM19 now. To not have one. And I mean, I'm not... Oh, what is that? What is that from Lafont? Come on, boys. That was... I mean, it was a good free kick, but... Or was it a shot? I think it was a free kick, wasn't it? From the... so it must have been a shot. It's a decent header clear. Kane's just bent one in. Maybe it's harsh on Lafont. Was he offside? I mean, I wasn't looking when Kane took the shot. Maybe he wasn't. But I tell you what, he looked suspiciously offside off the rebound, didn't he? We've been absolutely destroyed this half, if we're honest. And that is not good enough. So it's going to be aggressive at half-time. What the hell are you doing, boys? and we'll get on with life from there. Far from pleased. And yeah, we'll just get back out there. Rafinha's not having his best game. I mean, that can happen, can't it? We have looked a little bit better, I think, since we made the tactical changes. So we'll leave them for now. This is another Spurs highlight. Can we get a foot in here and win this back? Doesn't look like we can. I'm wondering if maybe we need to look to maybe lower the tempo if we're trying to do things a little bit too quickly and we're not keeping possession well enough. As I said, if Spurs were high flying, they were up around the top of the league, I'd say a point here is fine. But everybody else has been beating them, and it would be a little bit silly for us not to go and do the same. But I mean, I guess as long as we take something from the game, then that's okay. It's over the top. Oh, what is that? What is that? All right, let's lower this tempo down. Let's be more expressive. What is that from Ramos? That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't watch that again. Boys, concentrate for a start. Let's go attacking. And let's go from there. All right, Verstraete's nicked it. Nice little ball there for Vlasic. Where is our passing? Where is our passing? I'm making subs. I don't even care. Right, Vlasic, you're done. Rafinha's done as well. So let's bring Richarlison on for Rafinha because you're an absolute muppet today. Canete's having a poor day. Sorry, mate. I love you, but you're not irreplaceable. And the other one is all right. So we're going to take Felipe off as well. He's had his chance. So triple sub. Mourinho at his finest. What is that defending, boys? What is that? We have been absolutely horrible, and we deserve to be on the end of an absolute pounding here. It's just disgusting. Felipe's at it again. Demand more. I don't know what else you can yell at them. I don't know what sport they think they're playing, but it's certainly not football, is it? Come on. Let's get stuck in as well. If you can't beat them, break them. Let's go a high line. Let's maybe close up the lines a little bit. See if we can stop them playing through us. It's just not worked out here, has it? And it's a... What is going on here? What is going on? I don't understand. I don't understand what is going on with us this year. We have just games in us where we just look like we don't know what to do. All right, Richarlison's nicked that. Maybe we get one goal back. We just need another 3 to win it, so you never know. Vlasic, what can he do? It's a horrible pass. It's a horrible pass. Vlasic, I wish I could tempted to just play with 10 men and take Vlasic off. Verstraete with a decent tackle. He's the only one that comes out of this with any sort of credit. At least he's looked like he knows what a football is. Here we go with Lookman. Vlasic, give it away, mate. Zamora, it's overhit, but Richarlison gets there. Can we get a good ball in? It's a horrible mistake, and Lookman eventually puts it in the back of the net. 10th goal for him. And is there still life in this game for us? Push forward, boys. Let's go again. It looked a little bit like football, but let's be honest. For not the first time in this game, it's a defensive howler, and he still couldn't finish. It was a cracking save, actually. It was wasn't that bad of a finish from Lookman. But there we go. There we go. Come on, boys. Come on. Eriksen over a free kick now. That should be easy. Lafont, I feel like he should have maybe done a little bit better there, but that's okay. Militao, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is a coach killer, this one. Come on, get that away. It's there. Lafont makes a claim. Just drop it at your feet, mate, and give it to the Spurs player. You muppet. Unbelievable. What else can we do? All right, let's go more direct. Let's take it off, work the ball into the box. I mean, if we can't pass to each other, how are we supposed to work it into the box? Let's take it off, exploit the flanks, and let's just see what happens. We've got an anxious-looking goalkeeper. Come on, boys, get creative. Very attacking. Let's just go a little bit of route one, shall we? I'm wondering if we should just play for set pieces as well. Let's pass into space. That can't hurt. We're going direct anyway. We may as well go in behind them. I'm really, really angry at this. I mean, the thing is that we've beaten ourselves there. we've beaten ourselves, and City's won the game, which means they're going to drop points to them. What is it? I don't understand what it is this season where we just have these horrible, horrible performances in us. So there we go. There's the league table. We end up we're still a point off the top, so it's not the worst. It's look at those losses. Look, I mean, West Ham is looking like a lesser sort of bad defeat. But Villa and Spurs, come on, boys, we're better than that. I did say they're a decent enough team. I'm going to fine you, mate. I'm going to fine you a month's wages. I shouldn't do this because I'm angry, but mate, that was disgusting. That was absolutely woeful. Okay, welcome back. Has everybody calmed down? I think I've calmed down, but if this doesn't go well, I might fire up again. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm just so angry. I'm more disappointed. I'm not angry, guys. I'm disappointed. That'll hurt them more, won't it? Anyway. It's Carabao Cup time. We are the favourites for this one. We were in decent form until that debacle. Now, Manchester United, they are coached by Antonio Conte. They're a balanced, standard playing style. They have this weird formation that he likes to play. We remember this from Celtic back in the day. Chelsea. Did I say Chelsea? I can't remember what I said. Anyway, that's what we're expecting them to play. We can see their heat map there. The very much spread out back three. We might be able to take advantage of that. Passing network and key passes there. And this is the team that we're sending out. And it's very familiar because we saw it against Wolves in the last round. It is not Lafont in goal. It is Michael Stevens in goal. It's Gustavo Turpey, Div Dogs, otherwise known as Sean Lunt. We've had a rebranding of Sean Lunt. So there we go. Same player, just a slightly different name. With Milo, and hopefully these two are going to put in a decent performance for us. It's going to be Berg, Hawkey, and Owen Manning. I'm going to put these guys back to support. I'm chickening out a little bit. And then it's going to be Hampson on the right, Gabe Wilson on the left with Terry Cook up top. And they've changed the way they're playing. Excellent stuff. Well done, Conte. You got me. It's not that different, actually. And what we will do is we will put the fullbacks back onto attack if that's how they want to play things. We need to improve from last outing. Absolutely, we need to improve from last outing because that was an absolute just crapshoot, wasn't it? Go out there. I want to expect a much better performance from you tonight. Even though it's a different team, it's none of these guys' fault. But, we're all Everton players, so they all take the blame. And here we go. Goodison, hopefully, we need to play. I just want to play. You know what really annoyed me about that Spurs game? Just a bit of a therapy session here. It's like the other two defeats that we've had, where it just seems to come out of the blue. We just don't even look like a Premier League team. I don't understand why it's happening. I don't know if it's a team talk thing, if I'm sending them out with sort of the wrong message, and that's why they're playing poorly. It doesn't make sense to me, and I think that's the worst thing. I don't understand why it's happening, so it just eats away at me. But anyway. So far, so good here. 20-odd minutes in, we haven't really seen much. Looks like a defensive throw here. Gustavo, if that's a defensive throw, what the hell is that? I'm just going to give up, I think. Gustavo, what the was that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Who does that? What moron? What is your intelligence level to think that that's a good idea? What's your thought process there, mate? It's going to be one of these episodes, isn't it? Everybody just hit dislike now. Don't hit dislike. Come on. Oh, yeah, sure. Now we're motivated. Excellent, boys. If that's the goal that costs us, I'm going to be livid. Absolutely livid. Who does that? That's... I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. Maybe I won't shout at them at halftime. Everyone's looking motivated up anyway. So let's just maybe go with a little bit of passion. Dig in. I don't know. Just use your brains. I can't swear that many times in an episode. I'm gonna lose it, guys. You're gonna see me absolutely lose it on YouTube. I don't even know what I said to him, to be honest. Unhappy. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe it's fair enough. Dude, what the hell was that? Prove everyone you got what it takes to play in this team. Because I'll be honest with you, mate, I'm not sure you do. You're losing me here. Can we get time on back, please? I honestly didn't think we would miss time on that much. I think I said when he got sold. It wasn't something I wanted to happen, but we should be able to cover that okay. And Gustavo it's the weight of the number one shirt it's been so heavy on his back. He's not even number one anymore. Verstrate's number one. we've done absolutely nothing here. Absolutely nothing. We're going to have to make some changes. We haven't had a highlight. It's not working, is it? So we're going to change up the way we're playing here. What I'll do is I'll edit out the changes and then I'll walk you through them when it's done. Okay, so we've gone back to sort of a more attacking formation. We've brought on, Sanderberg's gone off for Sergio Gomez. We've pushed Manning forward. Richarlison's come on for Aaron Hampson, just because I think we need someone who's a little bit more natural in the position out there. I'm also wondering we might play Manning as an attacking midfielder, and we'll put Gomez on as the playmaker, and we'll leave Hawkeye as a deep lying playmaker there. That's fine. So that's the changes that we've made. Something needs to improve. I mean, it's almost a miracle we're only 1-0 down here. I mean, how are we 1-0 down at the same point? I mean, they haven't. That's the only shot they've had on target, and we've absolutely gifted it to them. If I'm looking at another sub, Terry Cook hasn't had a great day up there. We could look to bring Rainer Schiffers on, perhaps. Here we go with Div Dogs. Michael Stevens, good distribution out there to Gustavo, sorry. Now give it to a blue shirt, mate. A blue shirt. There we go. Terry Cook. Oh, we've equalised. I tell you what, Gustavo just may have made up for that mistake. He hasn't made up for that mistake yet. But he's gone a little ways towards it. That was it was a really good run. It was a good through ball, and it was another good finish from Terry Cook as well. Look at this. This is what I thought we were going to get more of, and it's a good ball. It's a well-timed run. De Gea in goal probably has some questions to answer. But that's not our problem. We're back to 1-1. Was it offside? It wasn't given. It's a well-timed run, well-released pass. It's a good goal. It's a really, really good goal. And it's a shame that doesn't put us 1-0 up, to be honest. Can we win that? We just about do. Div Dogs is there. Across for Turpey. Good ball for Gustavo. Forward quickly for Wilson this time. What's he got? Look at the overlapping run. Can Manning find him? He just about can. Bit of quality, mate. We'll call it even. There it is. It's Richarlison. He's off the post. Unlucky. Now, does this go... I think this goes straight to penalties, doesn't it? I don't think it goes to extra time. Oh, we've got to defend the corner first if we're going to get to anything that isn't a loss. Oh, it's a stunning goal. And the reason that's going to put us behind is because, again, of that friggin' Gustavo throw-in. Which still just blows my mind that he's done that. I'm going to need therapy after this episode. Dead set, I'm going to need therapy. I mean, it's not right in the corner. Would Lafont perhaps have saved that, is the question. But, yeah, we can't do anything about it now. Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to take Manning off for Schiffers. We're going to go 2 up top and just see what happens, basically. We'll play him as a complete forward. He's got that in his locker. We'll just look to get it forward a little bit more. Do we exploit the flanks? We might need to exploit the flanks. We might need to counter press. We just got to try and win the ball back now too, don't we? High up the field and just see what happens. Can Schiffers be the savers of Everton? Very attacking. Can we give it a push forward? Here we go. It's the last kick of the game. De Gea is there. And it has been... truly an episode to forget. Can you do training, just intelligence training? Is that an option? They've scored with their only 2 shots on target. Oh, that is... I don't even know what to say. Unlucky. I'll just say unlucky. We fought a late defeat. I am going to swear for a second time this episode. I'll have to bleep it out because I'll get demonetized otherwise. But how the f*** did Descavo end up with a 8.3 out of that? I mean, yes, it was a good run. That doesn't make up for the first goal, mate. I'm sorry. You've given a goal away. We'll give you a break even on that at absolute maximum, but you do not get a 8 point whatever you got for that game. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Anyway, this episode needs to end before I die of a heart attack. So, we'll be back next time. It'll be Olympic Lyon, and it will be Liverpool, both away from home. 2 huge games. That's all for next time, guys. If you have enjoyed this for some reason... I mean, it's been good comedy value, so let's go with that. Make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next week. Hopefully, I don't know. See you later, guys.